remember. I told her, Mom, what an incredible reunion, huh? Linda? Hi. How are you? Yes, I really do have sisters. I would have killed when I was younger than I was.
Well, you can tell I'm the mother.
Hi, Betty. Oh, my God.
Let me look at you. Let me check you out.
Check me out.
She looks like her mother.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Oh, my gosh, I do look like her. I love it.
Turn around, he wants to get to turn around.
Oh my gosh, I did not look like her.
You look just, actually, you look more like Mom than I do.
Incredible. Oh, it's just unreal.
Well, she's had blonde hair ready to
Jackie's eyes, don't you? Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, you have blue eyes.
Yeah. I'm Jack.
Yeah, I'm Jack.
Jack, nice to meet you.
Yeah, but
We
for your last name, we could have found you. You know that?
Steve.
And those letters.
We put my picture on so Jack don't get lost.
Oh, thank you so much for helping us find us.
Oh boy, we stayed up 2 nights.
Who is it? And
Trying to figure out a
this is
theory
Steve's
and
son, like my
Did you just think about the phone books? Or?
Well, we went, first we did area code, you know, and you know, we looked on the map where they used to live in LA.
You're the mother,
and then the area code is broken up.
It's all broken up. Yeah. So our next was to hit each town, and her son lives in LA. So she called and told me, "You got to help us look."
You look very much alike.
Yes, they do.
I love it.
Yes, yes.
You look more alike.
Anyone that looks like me.
Well, you should look like me.
You never did have red hair, though,
You look like me?
No, but
well, she doesn't really have red
she
hair.
dyed her
Oh,
hair.
my hair is totally gray.
Is it?
When
So
I
you
brought you a
were
whole bunch of
friend
pictures.
Well, we brought you
And
pictures.
we're talking.
Well, I meant to. You're the
How dark hair
and
to
he's
gray.
the.
to
This
is my son,
Mike.
She
has son Mike. Yes. And I adopted him.
Hi, Mike. Thank you so much for sitting with us.
Oh, no problem at all.
Yeah, he's my oldest son. Yeah.
And how many other children do you have?
I have 2 other sons and 2 girls. I have 2 sons in Washington State.
She's had the
One's
hardest
going to
life
the
of all
University
of
of
us.
Indiana.
Really?
And my other son graduates
But
next
I colored
from
my
high
hair,
school
but
up in
Oh, me as
Seattle.
well. Updates all the time.
And then I have 2 little kids who live in the Bay Area.
basically mine just gets gray like around right around here.
So,
I don't think I'm, but it's been 10 years, so I don't really know.
When you go to your son's
how gray I am.
right off I-5. Oh, you do? What part of Washington?
Oh,
And when I came back,
well, what was the thyroid condition?
underarm.
Jesus.
Yeah, we all got it. We all got it.
Oh, do we?
And I blame my overweight on it, but the doctor never does it.
I know, I don't know about it, but a friend of mine, that's Gordon.
Got it.
I Centroid.
Oh, yeah.
Centroid?
Yeah.
Hey, Steven.
I stopped taking it
Gordon
though.
Truck Lines are headquarters.
Centroid pills. Thyroid.
Like just like you both.
Oh, I'm so blown away. It's unbelievable.
We figured it'd be harder for you to get used to because
See,
we had no idea about us.
I put myself in her position because I'm a mom.
Right.
And I found lots
Did you
of
get my? Did you get my thing I
Oh,
mailed?
yes, and everything. We have a story to tell.
Well, I tried to get the
okay?
newspaper.
And my poor dad, I think he's in the dark.
Well,
on all of
we
this.
want to sell it to Oprah. So.
Oh,
Good line, really. Everybody at work cannot believe.
because I know parts that you guys don't know, and everything's coming together. What I knew about my dysfunctional family all along, we never stood a chance from the beginning. Mom, I don't think my dad knows a thing about this. I talked to Dad. I don't have like 3 hours sleep since all this started, the whole week, you know. But my biggest stress was talking to Dad.
You
And
did
what
tell him?
Oh, Dad knows.
Wow.
Well, see, Dad said, honey, anything I can do to help you find her. But when we'll start over and
Tell you the whole thing, yeah.
yeah, this was strictly my grandma's doing, and my mom included. Now, you said you met my dad, right?
Yeah.
No, there was somebody else.
We think it
playing
was
my
somebody
dad's
else.
shoes, not my
Well, now
dad.
the only thing,
Okay,
when
He
your
was a
mother
nice
started
man.
crying,
And then
he
he
put
said,
his arm
"Wait
around
there."
her. And he did try to talk her out of it.
Well,
This man that was there tried to
you know
talk
what
her
got
out
to
of
my
it.
dad?
Because he was
My
kind of
dad
getting
used to
scared.
go,
Now,
Dad,
they said
be
they
quiet
thought it
and
all
listen
over.
to me. You're not understanding what I'm
She
saying.
could
I
have
had
had the
to
whole
really
social
say, Dad, I
workers and
love you
all of
dearly.
them.
You're my dad.
Putting the clown.
Get a grip. I'm not
They
going
forced her
anywhere. Now
to.
listen to me.
Yeah.
He kept saying, well, everything was done legally.
You know,
I go,
you know,
Dad,
I never met her.
I'm in papers 7 years later.
I never met her, no.
And had a number on it.
Leah and I have only been together about 3.5 years.
Yeah,
Yes,
Did you call
yeah.
Leon or
I'm
Leah?
talking
Leah.
all the stuff that was
Yeah.
done
She was a
prior
social
to.
worker, see,
Right.
since
So he says, okay. He says,
Santa Rosa.
Right.
Well, he was afraid, I think, that he was going to lose because just me and Dad, when he goes, that's it.
Yeah, right.
So I started telling the part about when you taken this office and they were threatening child abandonment, sign papers are out. Dad interrupted me and goes, no, that's not the way it was. He says, they sent a letter to Kylie, Texas, to Donald Ross's brother, trying to locate your dad, Donald Ross. I said, well, first of all, stop right here. She knows Donald wasn't my dad.
Yeah.
Okay? And I said, yes, I have that letter, which I do. And he says what the child abandonment charges were is they were trying to locate him so he could sign the final adoption papers. He said they, after a long period of time trying to find him, they never found him, so they were going to file abandonment charges on his end so the adoption can go through. I said, well, while they sent that off as a cover, she's down here with Mom. You know, and I told her that whole story. And they take her into this office, and this man is...
And you were only, I figured, 7 months old about that time or something.
And I said, you know, she gets
stayed
down
with-
here,
with,
she thinks that I'm going to be there.
her
And I was
grandmother.
blown away.
And now I'm thinking, they told me you had the sniffles.
My grandma, I'll tell you, my, quote, beloved dear grandmother, that everything I thought about her all these years was true. And my mom was just a codependent
But see,
of my
I
grandmother.
figured
And just,
I figured she would be the most loving, caring, doting.
my dad never met you. And I truly,
I'll
I'd
be
stake
damned.
my life on it.
I
He never
can't
met you.
I can't
But
believe that.
there was somebody
No.
pretending to be him.
Yes, there was
Yes.
in that phone call. And you said you never made.
Yeah.
Okay, this was part of Grandma's plan. As I got older and started asking about my adopted parents, like, I just wanted to know something. Dad says, well, we don't want to tell you this, but he says, we were in Victorville. The last we know of your mom was the phone rang. I answered it, and it was her, and she wanted some more money for you.
Oh my.
And he said, I put the phone down, went and got our lawyer's phone number, came back and said, here's my lawyer's phone number, name. He says, we never heard from him since.
We never got a penny. We
The
never
phone
asked.
call really did happen. My
You want
dad's
to
not
make?
lying
Huh?
about that.
No,
My
but you're,
grandma and mom set that phone call up.
oh, they
my
said
dad.
that phone
Oh,
call.
so your dad believes that? Your
That
dad
was a
believes
false-
Well,
that?
we don't know if he believes it was set up yet or
That
not.
was,
We don't know
that was a
about
false.
that because
Oh,
my
somebody
poor
did
dad,
maybe
this
call.
is all
yes.
true. Can you
Yeah.
imagine being married to someone for 46 years and having this deep secret and dying with it and my dad never knowing it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, he knew it, didn't he?
No.
No, my dad was gone in the service 90% of his time. Grandma's on this end.
But when he came back, though, and found you there,
Who do you think you were?
it's on me.
Well, he knew
No,
what
no.
adoption was going
No,
on.
he
Yeah.
knows.
Oh,
He knows of me. But
yeah, but he didn't.
He didn't know the
He didn't know,
circumstances of the
yeah.
adoption.
Oh.
See, no.
Well, the man that came
My
there.
dad was told, and my dad truly believes this, that you just walked in the hospital
my.
one day and you're having a baby and you're going to give it up for adoption.
Oh, your dad believed that. Oh,
Well, that's the story. Her
So he,
grandmother.
he wasn't tied
See
in
what
at
I'm
all.
saying?
Well, we thought that was
he
him
was
there.
tied in as far
Okay.
as
That,
what
but
they
he
wanted
did-
him to know.
Yeah.
So you never did meet my dad. I'd stake my life on it. My dad
I'll
was
be
not
damned.
lying.
Well,
And
somebody.
he never knew those letters. Those letters he didn't plant there like I thought. We figured that
Well,
out.
we
Where did you
we
put-
clean his house every other week
Yeah,
because it's an old ranch
right.
house and he's by himself. And there was an old
Which
suitcase,
is my mom's from
Yeah.
college under the bed. It had dust like
so we
this.
told
on
him
it.
it needed to be thrown away because it's garbage.
Yeah, well, I took him down, put him outside on back porch.
But you went through
Thought
it?
about
He
it.
went through and put the letters
Yeah,
upstairs.
so we saw him next time. I said, oh, you put the card table back. He goes, no. He said, I took, there were some old letters in the suitcase. He said, I took them out and I threw the suitcase in the card table. It's a little secret and he doesn't want to die with it. And we find out later, so he's kind of planning his letters there.
That's what we thought.
And so we sent out, started reading his letters to him, and he goes, I've never seen or heard these letters. And I go, Dad,
Yeah.
Oh,
you
is it,
have to. I
his
think
wife-
Mom right
His
here
wife
is talking
every
about
letter.
when you
You
were
go up
down to
in
see
his house.
Daddy.
That's
And
amazing.
I never met him.
Well, thank God they did. Well, we
So
went
this
down.
man, you met my dad all along. It's not my
But
dad.
once
He
we
was
started
on
the first
service.
letters we found,
And we found
she
letters back and
she
forth
came out
when he
and read
was
them
in
to
the
me,
service during this time.
and,
Brought him to my mom.
we
This
thought,
was all somebody else. It was not my dad.
Oh, my.
Isn't that terrible? I feel so sorry for my dad. This proves what I know it could have
Who
proved.
was it, though, that was pretending to be him?
Someone
we
that-
don't know.
Somebody
Yeah,
my
'cause it
grandma-
was
Somebody your
hired
grandma
or a
set up.
friend or relative.
Her grandmother said
And
it.
see, my
Yeah.
grandma didn't do this out of love for her daughter.
Oh, my.
okay, that wanted a baby.
Well, no, we
What'd
thought
she
that
do
she
it for?
wanted to be a
I
grandmother.
haven't got to the bottom of
I
it yet.
thought too, but
My grandma
we
was
got,
very, what?
no, I thought maybe it was for love or because
Because she wanted to be a grandmother.
If you knew, what I knew as a kid growing up with my relationship with my grandma and my mom, oh no, this was not done out of love because her daughter wanted a kid so desperately. And Steve and I figured out a kid was the last thing that my mom wanted at that particular time in their life because I read the letters corresponding with my dad being in the service and my mom being at home. Children, yes, but not that time in their life. And so, and all this time I was told it was my dad that couldn't have kids, right? It was my mom, and I said, Dad, was it you or Mom that couldn't have kids? He goes, it was Mom. And I go, why? He goes, well, I don't know, the doctor just told her she'd never be able to have kids. I said, well, do you think maybe Mom got pregnant at a young age, and Grandma made her have an abortion, and back then, you know, abortions, you can just get mutilated and they have to give it for hysterectomy.
Oh, you don't, yeah.
Because I feel she did it out of guilt for some reason, okay? That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
But poor Dad, he's just kind of in the dark in all this.
I'll be darned.
well, we had one theory, and then we went in the house the next morning
Yeah,
and we shot it at him.
yeah.
What did he say then?
He
Well,
didn't
He
really know.
really didn't know. He goes, well, there's some more stuff upstairs.
So what he
Is his mind
so
slipping,
what
or do
Dad
you
went
think
No,
that?
upstairs to
no,
get
He was in the service. They
Yeah,
were
he really
covering it
didn't
from
know, I
there.
guess.
See, basically, he might have been home maybe
Me,
for a week and then gone
that's
for
Elliot. He's 9. He's the best.
He is handsome.
He's like perfect.
Is he really?
No,
This is my
I
husband.
make sure they're
Right, this is my husband.
Oh,
Wesley.
he's too cool. He does look like Grizzly.
And that's Frankie, who I think looks just like Brian.
See, the girl,
Yes,
They both got
yes, I
adopted.
saw
Leah, the
that.
girls still got you all along, but Wesley didn't. So I left it up to Jackie to go tell him.
Yeah, she was too great in psychology, so
She
we're
had
super
She was so funny because she says, you know, she goes, your sisters definitely know about you. She says, you know how boys are,
And
you
we
don't talk about
we
it.
have,
But he's
we,
very emotional.
What did he say when
but we asked what he said. Well,
So anyway,
I was thinking he was gonna cry and everything, and he took it very well. Hey, that's Jackie, that's Girl, that's my boyfriend. He's like fabulous.
oh,
Fabulous. He's like Steve, just does everything for me.
you got boyfriend, love your other thing.
Oh, right. We've been engaged like 40 years.
This is my stepdaughter.
Oh, she is.
Isn't she beautiful?
That's my stepson Jeff. That's my oldest daughter Laura. And my
Oh, your
She would be a month old. She would be a month older than your oldest.
She would be.
well, I have
She's 25.
My oldest one like
I
that.
have big.
Yeah.
girls
I
are
have
She's
gorgeous.
fabulous. She is
This is
neat.
Laura.
Look at that.
Oh,
she was on TV recently for half an hour on the Easter
Well, that was
season.
in church.
what a nice family. See, I was always,
Oh, yeah.
the family was so tight. My grandma, my aunt,
Because the
me,
last time I
my mom
talked to
and
her
dad.
was shortly
There's
after
a
I
period,
was
okay? I married into a singly family that was humongous as big as this picture here, okay? But when my divorce came,
that, like,
it was
I
harder
think
for me
she
to divorce them, even though I
family.
still
Yeah,
love
you
them.
do.
But you gotta step back, you know what I'm saying? And now, there's an, I do have a big family.
Really, that's that's not like you have one.
Unbelievable.
There's 5 sisters. We have family.
You showed her
Now he's okay.
See, he reminds me of Steve. Except he's taller than Steve. Steve has been so wonderful for me. He got me through my oldest boy's college graduation, which was down in LA, and that's the first time since our divorce. Now we're taking my husband's side of the family, his way, and my dad. My dad was my ex-husband like a son. In fact, I think he loves him more than me. So we're going down to my son's graduation, and my dad's sitting with all of my.
Yeah, he had
And me,
But that was just a first letter. We're just trying to get you retired.
You do. Everybody thinks we look young. Oh, now see, I think that looks just.
So when my dad went upstairs and got out of the filing cabinet was
Who's that?
Mom,
George.
it's just
Bobby, yeah, that was her a long time
we
ago.
got all that
Now,
That's
if
scratch.
you finish your
guy,
birth
we're
certificate,
still like,
No.
well, the first certificate that I had, that I have, when you see the letters,
45
you'll
years
see how we put everything.
changed
It's
it.
nothing, and he's nothing.
Actually,
She called him up, but he's a jerk, because he doesn't want to raise 2 kids from Donald.
Right.
So, and he was a boy, so he put me up for him. And we
well, he got stuck with me anyway.
I know, and we decided that they were long divorces because he was a jerk.
We decided
I mean,
to
she
try
was
and we gave you away with you.
Lived on her halfway for an hour.
adopted
we're
son.
gonna go
After
out
she
and
read
get a
the
boy,
letter,
so
she
he
goes,
thought
I
I
gotta
was supposed
find
to
my
be
mom.
Jack.
I gotta tell her that
Here,
everything
this
was
is all
fine and
together.
everything's
This
okay.
is
And don't,
all
she was so worried. Yeah.
This is Billy's mother.
Jeez.
And you kind of look like
Yeah.
Because she
Well,
felt
she was kind of tall.
Now, you're from Virginia.
She's from Virginia.
So your family, all, we're talking back east.
They're all back there.
Are they really?
Yeah.
But she never lived in Virginia. I mean,
You have 4 aunts
since
and an uncle all back
Yeah.
I
there.
mean,
Do you
like,
really?
She's the only one that came out.
they told her
That is so neat.
her mother was
See what else
back
we got.
east.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put you next
It
to
never was, yeah.
when you were
Well, we
younger.
did realize,
Oh, the big one.
Never been out of state. I was
Yeah.
This
just
one?
a while back.
Because I thought I looked a lot like you.
But I have that other one. Usually you're chubby, isn't that fabulous?
I was lucky.
You can see how we all have the same neckline.
What do you look like her there?
She
I can see what you're saying.
yeah.
Oh, how cute.
But we were right there.
Yeah, now see that looks like
Right there.
I don't see
Not as much as
that as much.
Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one that's got chocolate on.
Oh,
Any diaper came along. These pictures are
aren't they great? Oh, she probably brought one for your son too. That's why those 3 of them are lost. Yeah.
And my kids are so excited. They're blown away.
Yeah. Where does your oldest son live at now?
He lives in Arcadia.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, we used to go through there all the time.
Yeah, and he graduated from Azusa Pacific.
How old is he
Oh,
now?
is this a Pacific?
And that's where in W. I did run into
But is it a Bible college or is it a psychology?
It's a Christian college.
We do. Oh,
Well, she had a job, and had a truck. And this is my favorite picture of me. And she went
that is so
better
funny.
than I ever saw him. It's like, I knew him. He was misdiagnosed.
Looks like Frankie. Now right there, that looks like me. Here's the one. Let me hear. Look at these 2 here. See if our hair was the same.
You have more of these? You have another picture of these?
You're 5, 6 and a half.
Mom?
So are we.
You have another picture of these?
No, but I brought her one of the newspaper clipping that's got a real good one in it.
This is so incredible. You have to be in a total state of shock. You know, it was so easy. When I finally connected with Ruth,
Oh, yeah.
because I thought,
And usually they won't give them
About
something
something.
time of day.
Where she just.
I thought if I do find a dog, I gotta be
Any
careful
dog
what I
is
say
right.
because they just
No,
made
aren't they nice? Aren't they the sweetest people?
She was so
You used to be a grandma. You're just. And she was only married to my other. So she went to every
Mama,
No, now, you know they just married in the family, but you started on top.
Yeah. You went right to the horse. I live in Newhall. I live in Los Angeles, Paradise. And then my brother lives near me in Palm
Hi,
Beach,
Mikey.
like Los
Tom,
Angeles.
hi, Mikey. I knew there was Tubi down. My son's very excited to find out where you guys live.
Yeah. I live in a mobile home, so they don't live very well.
Damn, don't that look like Jackie?
I know.
See, on my blonde hair stages.
Listen, don't that look like Jackie in the middle?
You can tell me.
I'm trying to think.
Untouchable, right?
I think just
Ballpark.
recently, I just
you
now
have blonde hair?
has 172 pounds. I went down to 160, so I think I'm 172. But I mean,
That's my goal weight. You don't qualify.
Linda, she don't even enter that. She don't even get in those times.
That is crazy. Yeah, you just, yeah.
And then about 7th grade, we started to see more. I guess not. I know you.
Yeah. You probably still been active.
About Scarlet.
Right. Spinach on
With
Thursday.
a kind of covered, but then it was,
So this is right here.
real nice
It's
gift.
so good.
And then she
Don't
told
you
me
think
her
it'd be
new
like, we're talking Denver and Franklin?
yeah, here's
See, my Stephen does not look like his dad. Except for me. And my younger pictures, he was going to get a stick in my life. And he's just plain pissed because he finally figured out I didn't put those hairs in. It was just a matter of taking his letters out of his suitcase. That's my dad. That's my ex-mother-in-law.
Oh, this is how you live this out.
I thought he was just my son in a way because he felt obligated.
We usually meet there. It's like a week, you know.
Oh, there we go. There's one of my fat stages.
We live up north.
Check it out. Yeah, that's what I said. What I put. I'm so excited. And take her daughter away for what?
Which I when they would adopt, they really were into her. And so you remember how like the movie stars used to adopt just for show, like Christina Crawford, Joan Crawford. You know, it was like good to have a little kid. It was like the American thing to do.
And
like back in the 70s, it was kind of a showy thing.
And she said, yeah,
Joan Crawford. Yeah, she did.
There's a couple other movie stars that supposedly they're coming out that it was just sort of a thing to do.
Right now I'm going.
Well, we don't know. There could be
You know, one of the letters she said,
she's
Brett, question in your mind that she's going to put me in a receiving home if you don't sign these papers. I told Steve I wish she had put me in a receiving home because you would have been down there to see me. You know? But she never,
I kept telling them as a
this
lost
is her
cause to
like
forget
scratch
that.
letter that she rewrote it.
Oh, where are those letters?
Printed in there. Boy, I thought was a newspaper coming. Oh, his grandma's room.
Oh, she had it printed in book.
Oh, yeah, we got that too.
Oh, I never saw
Born here on the Yuma. And what school was I born at? General?
You was in the room. No,
Yeah,
not the one your grandma worked
I don't know which one. Now, she worked at my county general.
his name. You know?
That's where it says I was born at Santa Rosa General.
No, they said you were. You got it. And I should have printed it.
She's got blue eyes.
See, all of my papers say that I was born in Santa Rosa General. I knew my grandma. Oh my God. I was ready to go just come down here 5 minutes, Grandma. Just come 5 minutes.
Yeah. I have some salsa for you. Yeah.
I'm not going to go to I was ready to go.
Great. Okay. I didn't be sure to write my name and address and phone number. I didn't.
And he was my he's the one that's been pushing me.
I'll drive to Arcadia and we'll do
Oh,
lunch.
he'll come out there because he says, well, now, get their address and phone number. I have
And he works for
Arcadia?
he got out of college. Oh, yeah. My mom was in on
Nobody ever wished for two windows, though.
Yeah, not a recent one, so he might be dead now.
I'm going to get a bunch of We got pictures of Dad when he was
But he had
during this time. His youngest daughter.
muscular fighter type.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she just has a boy.
But this guy, I told him.
My dad had red hair always. Always. Real red hair and real fair skin.
Oh, definitely.
Just like when Mom wasn't my promoted this
Hey, I
also.
told him that well, you were sitting there. The other guy kind of got nervous and
Yeah,
worried.
the other guy, he got nervous.
He wanted to go.
And he put his arm around her, and he was trying to get her to, he said, well, why don't we just give her some
No,
time?
The witch, my loving grandmother, I'm sure.
Mom said that she needs one.
This is great.
That's a winner for her.
You know, when I called your mom, I thought, I had no idea you guys even knew about me, and I only called her to tell her, please, don't be so worried, it's okay, you know. And my gosh, she was going, what are you doing Friday, what are you doing Easter? And I'm just
I
going,
told you we're a little on the compulsive side.
Well,
Can we get an idea of
well, it was dynamite because I had no idea that you guys knew anything about
So
me.
you figured she might not even want to talk to you or something.
I knew she would listen to me
Well,
because
but
of
I mean,
what
you just
You didn't even know you had
bandage it
sisters, though. Oh, wait,
I
you
did when I found the
Right,
letter.
that's right.
All I knew
But all
prior,
these years you didn't know you had sisters.
I was just told kids. My birth mom had kids, and you know, real lunch, nothing to it, and that's all they know. So sisters, oh my God, I would have hunted you down earlier, I guarantee it. I always wanted sisters. So.
Okay, well,
dynamite.
Steve is your oldest and Brian's your youngest.
Right, Steve is the one that I know you want to
Oh,
I don't have to
Oh,
live this
yeah.
thing.
Tell me I work nights so I can meet him for lunch.
Oh, that's good. You'll
Yeah.
love
I have
his
some
fiance.
someone short.
She just graduated. You know, she's teaching.
Unless you showed
No, I didn't.
Yes.
Oh, Jackie, I found a dirt bike
Okay.
for you.
That was great.
For me? Did she get it? Oh, it's in my bag. I put my bag in my car. Remember when we went up to Lake
Yeah, but I
Tahoe?
say what year was
Well,
that?
let's
3-4
see.
years ago.
Yeah, this is, gosh, how long have you been married?
Yeah. I'll tell you.
It was
because
3 years in
Because
September.
you guys got married
3 years ago.
the same year that I was going to so about a week later, right?
Right.
Well, you have a lot of stuff that hits in September. 2 birthdays and your wedding anniversary.
Yeah, that's right.
Did anybody want the rest of this?
Yeah, I'll take that with you.
That's the phone you, if they get more than one.
You like strip mining on the hill? Yeah. And they show you that? Yep.
Like the hydraulic.
Yep. And then that's when if you get lucky at a certain depth where those diamonds are, they found diamonds. Because diamonds are down there in the earth, you know, from the heat and all that. That makes it.
Yeah, we'll take.
That's how they do it.
These guys.
Right there.
we're gonna get over this way, okay?
Linda.
Take a picture of me.
So look this way too.
Okay.
Oh, that's
What's wrong with
well,
you?
I was in there already.
I can't
But you're
get
leaving those two out.
I got my hand in this.
Raise the cowboy.
Yes. Hey, how are you?
You're supposed to be.
Where's Joy? Too. Young
Well,
people
have you
get
got
big
pictures
when
now?
we did. But I meant we got plenty of pizza there.
Emmett?
Slow down.
I thought it was there.
Well,
Better. Rita.
Rita, nice to meet you.
Me too.
You guys just drove up from San Diego. We just moved.
how you doing?
Did you have to? I'm still sleeping, actually. I just woke up.
Oh.
Maybe she lives in Madison.
You guys just get in town?
Yeah, just now.
You live by Patty?
No, actually.
Is there someone?
Joy, did you bring that tape?